Yo, what's up YouTube? I hope all of you are having a great day so far. In today's upload, we are going to be going over how to get FLORA Camo but updated. So about a month ago, I made a tutorial video on how to get the FLORA Camo pretty easily, and that video popped off. I think it has like 61,000 views at the moment, like that's crazy. But since then, there has been some updates to the game, some things kind of changed. There's lots of questions on my video, so I wanted to address those and show you guys my new best method for the camo. And just before I get into this tutorial, so I'm actually making this video on the 31st, so before the new year, and you guys will see it on like the 1st or the 2nd of the new year. So I just watched the final phase 5 reveal, and it was phase scope, so I just want to say congratulations to him. I've been watching him for about 4 years, and it just made me tear up when I saw him win, so congratulations to him and congrats to all the other winners. But so anyways, let's get right into this video. So to start things off, you are going to want to play the Nuketown 24/7 at the moment, and since the game has actually came out that we've had a Nuketown 24/7 playlist, I don't know if they are going to remove it. If it's here, this is going to be the best game mode to play, but if it's not here, I would just play Hardpoint. But in that Nuketown playlist, I would look for Hardpoint as well. Hardpoint and Domination are going to be the two best modes for this challenge. Now that you guys know which mode to play, let's get into a class setup that's going to help you guys out with this challenge. If you're going for FLORA Camo on your MP5, you want to make sure you have a very good MP5 class. If you just look up on YouTube a very good class setup for that given weapon, you should be able to find one that you like. For the secondary, I recommend for you guys to run the Sigma, and this is so you can take out those stupid counter UAVs. So as you guys can see for this challenge, you have to kill 75 enemies who are detected, stunned, or blinded by your score streaks, equipment, or field upgrades in multiplayer. For this challenge, you need to have your minimap. The enemy has to be shown up on your minimap, and then you have to kill them for it to count towards this challenge. And if the enemy has a counter UAV up, you're not going to be able to see your minimap. Therefore, when you have a UAV up and you get a kill, it's not going to count towards these challenge because you actually didn't see them because of the enemy's counter UAV. Oh my god, my hair literally won't stay up. It's been like 2 months since I got a haircut because of quarantine, but like my hair is just so long and so heavy. Stupid little curls that are starting to show up everywhere now. Oh my god, dude, I literally can't get them away. Back to the Sigma. So if the enemy has a counter UAV up, you can shoot it down and then you can start killing the enemies, and it'll actually count towards that progress bar. For the tactical, you are going to want to run a stun grenade or a flashbang. I think the stun grenade is better, but I actually like the stim shot, and I'll let you guys know in a second. But so if you stun someone or you flash them and you kill them, it's going to count towards this progress bar. Just the only reason I don't really like to run it is because I always stun myself or I flashbang myself, and if I have a stim shot, I usually can get more kills when my UAV is up. The lethal is not going to matter. For the field upgrade, this one is huge. You are going to want to run the field mic. This is like a mini UAV inside your UAV. So you place down the field mic, and then you'll see a circle on your UAV wherever you placed it, and then if an enemy walks into there, if they don't have ninja, they will show up on the minimap. And if you kill them while they're on that radar, it will count towards this progress bar because you are detecting them. So with this field mic, I recommend for you guys to play Nuketown. And on Nuketown, if you go to the enemy's house, so if you're playing Domination, you have C flag, the enemies have A flag, you are going to want to go to the house that's by the A flag. You want to go upstairs, place down the field mic next to one of the beds. That's where I found is the best place to put it. You just want to place it next to one of those beds in a hidden area, and then if an enemy goes into the house or around the house and they show up on the radar and you kill them, it's going to count towards this progress bar. And believe me, it's going to happen a ton. So many enemies show up on this, especially if you hide it in the house. It will stay up there for like most of the game. Say you're playing hardpoint, I would actually place it outside of the hardpoint in like a hidden area where you know the enemies are going to be coming from. So for example, if you're playing hardpoint and you're in the hardpoint and then you know that there's lots of enemies that are going to come into a certain area, you can place down a field mic in that area, make sure it's hidden though so the enemies don't see it, and then when the enemies walk past it, you can just shoot them because they'll show up on the radar unless they have ninja on. In my last FLORA Camo guide video, lots of people said to run the jammer because on the challenge it says to blind the enemies and kill them. The jammer is kind of blinding them because they can't see on the radar, so it's in a way blinding them, but I did some testing and it actually doesn't count towards this progress bar. So make sure you don't run the jammer, run the field mic because this is the one that's actually going to work out. And now onto the perks, I recommend to run the perk greed wildcard. And then for perk 1, I recommend to do flat jacket and tactical mask. This is just going to help you stay alive a lot longer in Nuketown. You could do engineer so you can see if an enemy has a jammer up and you need to destroy that jammer because it's blocking your radar. This perk right here is going to help you find that jammer, but overall I just feel like flat jacket and tactical mask helps you out a little bit more. Forward intel works out pretty good because it's going to make the minimap a little bit bigger so you can see more enemies. Therefore you should be able to detect more enemies and kill more enemies, but overall I just think flat jacket tactical mask is going to be way better. For perk 2, I recommend to run Gearhead and then whichever other perk that you want. I like Quartermaster with it, but I think Gearhead is the one that you really need, and that is because it reduces your field upgrade cooldown and you can store up to 2 field upgrades at once, so you're pretty much just going to be able to use your field mic way more often. Therefore you should be able to complete the challenge a little bit faster. For perk 3, this one doesn't really matter. I just put on the perks that's going to help me stay alive the longest. Now it's going to be Ghost and Ninja, just so you're more stealthy, but if you like a different perk, I would run a different perk. And that's going to wrap it up for the class portion of things. things. Now let's get into the score streaks that you should run. So the first one, make sure you run a spy plane, because if you run the spy plane, it's going to detect the enemy. As long as they don't have ghosts, they're going to show up on your radar, and then if you kill them, it's going to count towards that progress bar. So you want to make sure you have the spy plane. Next one up is the counter spy plane. So the counter spy plane, lots of people in my previous videos said that if they run it, they actually feel like they're progressing through the challenge a little bit faster, because in the challenge it says that you have to blind them, and then if you pop up a counter spy plane, it's going to blind their radar, making it so they're kind of blinded in a way, so therefore it should count, I guess. But I did some testing and it actually doesn't count towards this challenge at all. So if you're running a counter spy plane and then it blinds the enemy's radar and you kill them, it's not going to count towards this challenge, but it will actually help you complete it a little bit faster, and that is because usually the enemies are going to do a little bit worse. I know if the enemy has a counter spy plane up, I feel like I do a little bit worse, I die a little bit more often. So if you have a counter spy plane up, you actually can make the enemies do a little bit worse, you can kill them a little bit easier, therefore progressing through this challenge a lot faster. The next streak you want to use is the harp. So the harp is like a UAV, but it's a constant UAV and it detects everyone even if they have ghosts, so it's a great streak for this challenge. So as many kills as you get while the harp is up, that's how many kills it's going to count towards this progress bars, so the harp is a very good streak. And I think that is going to wrap it up for this video. Just make sure you guys stick to Nuketown, just play core, camp up in the house, place down those field upgrades, pop those UAVs, pop the harp, just go try hard. Overall, it should be pretty easy for you guys if you're using these streaks and these tips. But if you guys are still struggling, I'm always in the comment section. If you need help on something, just let me know down there and I should get right back to you. But so anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy. Hopefully this was helpful. Hope you guys have a great new year, and I'll hopefully see you in my next video.